Have you tried this remedy? Let me read you in the comments.
What? Don't even think about trying that shit.
This is not a neck tattoo, and this is the third day after I received Chinese medicine treatment for my sore throat.
So now Chinese medicine is like they start making bruises and marks over the neck. So if you have chest pain, does massaging your head helps in reducing the pain? Or if you have sore throat, does pricking your finger, does it treat you? Let's find out in today's video. Hey friends, Dr. Bob here, ENT surgeon, and today we'll be reacting to some treatment for sore throat and also acupuncture treatment. So let's find out if it's legit treatment or is it just reckless.
Is your throat hurting or do you have a cough right now? Do these exercises. So first, use your thumb acupress here between your collarbone. 1, 2, 3, 36. So second, use your thumbnail press here. 1, 2, 3. Also press 36.
I really don't understand how, if you have sore throat, this person is claiming, I don't know if this person is a registered medical practitioner or an acupuncturist or a chiropractor or I don't know what, but I don't understand what is the logic behind doing this. I mean, with all due respect to different forms of treatment, this is not quite well making me understand.
Time and then the other hand too. Third one, use your hand tapping here. 1, 2, 3, 36, and then the other arm too. 1, 2, 3, 36. Please do this whole set twice a day and avoid spicy food. Drink warm water. Or you could boil some white radish or Asian pears to drink.
Again, tapping onto the arms, elbows, I really didn't understand that part. In the end, she told drink warm water, add some extra things to it, hot boiled water, That would make some sense. But really speaking, how is tapping on those areas benefiting is really not clear from this video. So in modern medicine, what happens is that if there's an infection, bacterial, viral, whatever infections, so start out with antibiotic treatment. If it's an allergy, start with antihistamines. And if it's pain, start out with analgesics, NSAIDs, etc. Or if the patient is dehydrated, then we can rush fluids, IV fluids, NS, RL, DNS, whatever. But these are all proven by the continuous and years of randomized control trials, clinical trials, and also seeing the mortality and morbidity of the patients. But when it comes to acupuncture treatment, I mean, with all due respect for that field, I'm not intervening anything, but to what it's known there, it's more like for the musculoskeletal pain or even for like a placebo effect that can be done because of the endorphin release and even the gait control theory. And also in the studies, there are main problems regarding smaller sample size and more bias in the study and also poorer reproducibility. And also there is no conclusive evidence which has shown that it can treat or cure the infections that's there.
Do you have a really bad sore throat where it hurts to swallow, super painful and raw? This is one of the things in Chinese medicine that we do that's really simple and it works almost immediately. I've done this on my sister before actually when she was sick, and she was just like really skeptical, but after we did this on her, she was like, what the heck? It was almost immediate. So again, consult with your physician or acupuncturist before you do this.
Yeah, but if you consult a physician or if you consult me, I wouldn't think about doing all the stunts. Preferably start at least with gargle, being it either any antiseptic gargles that can be used for clearing the throat. Or start with at least warm saline gargles can be done. And then you start thinking about giving antibiotics. But let's see what's going to happen here.
This is more Chinese medicine. So what you're going to do is actually prick to bleed lung 11. So you can either do lung.
Okay, actually she pricked. Okay. But looks like more of bloodletting and I believe they will also probably claim to say that it's the way of releasing chi energy for the treatment. Let's see where it goes.
Lung 11 or LI1. So these are the points that you bleed for the sore throat. And it's right at the edge of the nail bed. So I have a lancet that I have. So I'm doing this on myself. Here, you take it and you just poke. And essentially, I don't have a sore throat, but you would bleed it out and then use a cotton ball to wipe it away. And most of the time, you would have some blood if you have a sore throat and it would come out pretty readily. So use this and the effects of it would be very immediate.
Okay, so these acupuncturists, basically the traditional Chinese medical practitioners, they claim that when you prick or when you massage or give pressure to the dorsal or to the corners of your fingertips, they claim that it can help in releasing heat and also helps in rejuvenating the chi energy which is there, which is present in all the animate living beings, according to what they claim. And sometimes bloodletting is also part of it, which they believe that it can help in removing the toxin blood from the body. So is there clinical evidence for doing this procedure? Well, the main thing is that, again, it's a smaller sample size study which is there. It is poorly blinded. And one more factor I would add into this is that it is not peer reviewed in high-end journals, or at least in the Western journals. So again, the evidence is really poor to give a good conclusion for this procedure. So the bottom line is, yes, acupuncture treatment can do a benefit in the field of pain relief or easing the situation. But when it comes to treating for an infection or caused because of a bacteria or virus, there is not much of an evidence. So if you reached all this while and learned something new, you know what to do. Hit that like button and do subscribe for more. And if you think your friends have heard about this or done this treatment, don't forget to share with them. And also comment down if you have done this treatment and you probably believe that this can help you. Would like to know your feedback.
Has someone ever scolded you for wanting to eat something cold when you have a sore throat? Surprisingly, it can actually be beneficial. First, cold foods have an analgesic effect, making the pain less intense.
This cold food that you can take, it does provide an analgesic effect and also cooling sensation. So if there's pain which is there, it's like putting ice over a bruise or a bump which you have. So yes, that neurogenic inflammation what is there, it helps in reducing. So it's correct.
Second, they provide an anti-inflammatory effect, similar to using ice on a bump. Remember when you had your wisdom teeth removed and the doctor recommended eating ice cream? It really worked, didn't it? While eating something cold won't cure the illness, it's much better to go through acute pharyngitis or sore throat pain with ice cream than without it. Have you tried this remedy? Let me read you in the comments.
What? Don't even think about trying that. Like seriously, when you have an infection like an acute pharyngitis, that is not when you have these ice cream or cold things. Yes, it does provide a cold, soothing, analgesic effect, but no, you don't do that. See, it's like recommended like post tonsillectomy. If I've done a surgery for tonsillectomy, or if the dentist done a third molar removal, that time yes, you can give cold ice creams that's provided. The main reason for the fact that it can have its vasoconstricting effect onto the blood, and also the small capillary bleeds can be reduced post-op by taking all this cold ice cream that is there. But when it comes to infection, hell no, you really can't do that. And post-surgery, we do tell patients to start taking oral liquid diet. So that's when you hydrate with fluids, and also ice cream comes into good play by reducing the pain also. And also small kids after doing surgery, especially tonsillectomy, that is where we tell them this is where your time you can have all the ice cream you want. And one more thing, the ice cream what we tell them to have should always be vanilla ice cream. The main reason for it is that if there is any bleeding that is happening, even a small ooze of blood that's coming, we want to know it, right? So if it's taken with vanilla ice cream, you can at least see the blood streaks. But if it is chocolate ice cream or strawberry ice cream, it will be difficult for us to suspect if there's a minor bleeding happening behind.
This is not a neck tattoo, and this is the third day after I received Chinese medicine treatment for my sore throat.
So now Chinese medicine is like they start making bruises and marks over the neck, and they're claiming it to treat the sore throat. Let's watch more for some more insights.
And as you can hear, I'm completely recovered. And let me tell you the process. 天哪，
你看多黑。
So again, that's just bruises all over that's caused onto the neck. Since when did making bruises, marks like that really start treating sore throat? And apart from that, it's like little marks, like what do you call it? Zebra crossing line or something, like it's just marks over the neck that makes the person have to walk around with turtleneck tops now. Is that what it is now? You have to keep hiding it from people, otherwise they'll ask what's on your neck. Yeah, let's just keep watching.
This actually is a Gua Sha treatment. I know in the West, Gua Sha is mostly used for the face, but in China, we almost never use it on the face. We use it on the body, different parts of the body, to treat different symptoms and more acute situations like a sore throat. So what the practitioner was doing was to use her hand to create bruises around my neck, near my throat, to release the heat that I have there, and in turn to solve the sore throat. And it was so
That's basically inflammation. As she said, heat is one of the components of inflammation. Along with that heat, there'll be pain. There can be also swelling associated with that. So it's just causing little bruises over the skin, which they claim that they can treat the infection which is inside the throat. Very strange.
effective. I could feel during the treatment that I was getting better 30%. The day after, I was 50% better. And this is the third day, I'm completely okay. I can swallow, I don't feel pain anymore. And you must want to know if it was painful. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I felt it was okay. And honestly, it felt like my body needed it, you know, even though it was uncomfortable, but my body was craving for it.
So what is this Gua Sha treatment? So as in the traditional Chinese medicine, what they do is that they make these bruises or pettike marks on the skin with the help of a spoon or a stone that is there. As you had seen in the video, they keep rubbing onto the skin, and following which they create heat or inflammation over the skin. And they claim that this can help in releasing heat and also rejuvenate. As I said, it helps in rejuvenating the chi energy in the patient. Also, one of the factors which they claim that they can treat the sore throat. So what does the evidence say? So when it comes to musculoskeletal problems, yes, there are randomized control study in small groups which has shown that yes, this has benefited, which compared to only heat treatment or no treatment at all. But when it comes to sore throat treatment, there's no evidence whatsoever. So can it provide symptomatic relief? Well, my answer would be maybe, maybe not, because the main thing that's happening here is more like a placebo effect and also increased blood circulation. So it is not really curing the disease or not curing or treating the infection, but a mild temporary relief is pretty much happening. So is it safer than the modern medicine? I would say no, it's not safe at all, because I couldn't find any standardized or universal protocol for this treatment. Whereas compared to any analgesics or antibiotics or at least mouth gargles that can be done, which can at least relieve or at least make you feel better, because that's acting inside in the lumen or at least on the throat. So that would be more effective than rubbing onto the skin which is present on the neck, which is not really having a direct action to the infection. So the neck holds some of the vital structures: the air that we breathe, the voice that we speak, and the blood vessels that carry blood to your brains. So when I see people who claim that they can treat sore throat by either rubbing, pinching, or causing bruises over the neck, it really makes me worried, because pain makes us impatient and these quick fixes are not really helping in the long run. So when you're having symptoms of throat pain or difficulty in swallowing or feel some discomfort whatsoever with the neck, it is a sign that your body is showing that you need help, and seek a doctor and not gamble around with life, right? So please take your health to someone who's not using a tool but who's having at least knowledge to treat you for the difficulty or at least symptomatically make you feel better. Because sometimes the smartest choice isn't your fastest one. It's the one that protects your voice, breath, and your future. So that's all for today, my friends. I hope you guys liked today's episode of me reacting to some random treatment for sore throat and also acupuncture and Chinese medicine treatments. And if you guys want me to react to more such crazy videos or something else that's coming on top of your head, do let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be more than happy to see them. And also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. And as always, you guys take care, stay safe. This is Dr. Bob signing out.